Alright, so hello everyone and welcome back to this bed we made. Okay, so I haven't played this game for a month, sadly.
So, I need to find something related to a black cat and a person whose first and last names start with the same letter.
Right, we did that, I think. Puzzling it out. Characters. Beth. Eugene. There are some new characters, I'm guessing. Yes. Paul Morgan, Hector Cruz, Marcella Cruz. Okay, so let me remember what exactly happened, because the thing is we found out the two women who are staying in the hotel, one of them is married, the other one is divorced. They used to have a romance back in their prime, I would say, back in their days. And apparently one of them said like something like we can't go on anymore, we can't hide it anymore, I need to have a family, I need to have a husband, I need to have a child, children, whatever. They broke up, sort of. Then they both went ahead and started new lives, like their own lives. One of them got married. They had a child together with their husband, but apparently, I think her husband was abusive or something. And now they're divorced or trying to divorce or something. And she's staying in this hotel. The other one, on the other hand, I don't know how they're doing. But apparently they came to this hotel specifically to talk things out or something. Apparently they've been in love with each other for the whole time, and I don't know how it is exactly, I'm just remembering things. So yeah. We have one key that opens the suitcase, we have a screwdriver. By the way, let's bring the screwdriver back. It's so weird playing this game straight after, can we not put it here? Oh, we can't. Okay. It's so weird playing this game after a Dragon Age because I keep pressing on C button to inspect. What is that first key for? I don't remember. Tonight in my room, Michael was sleeping. We'll need to discuss our plan. Yeah, they have a plan as well, which is... I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to kill their husbands or something, and that would make sense. Anne and Marcella, yeah. Those two ladies. So we have the key, we have the combination. I think I will need to go look because I have it written down somewhere in my papers. Where? That's a good question. Oh, I think I have it, but is it gonna be GRIS or something else? I'm confused. The game got saved. Alright. Hello? Oh, no, it is gonna be. So, IS. Never mind. There's no I. D. Oh, G. GRIS. Try? G. Is it R? GR? Looks like an R, or is it an A? Oh, here. Okay. Keep your papers, guys. They're gonna be useful. So what's in the suitcase? A typewriter? You solved Annie's riddle and opened the case in room 509.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Dear Marcella, or should I say Bridget, you know I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on an impulse at a train station, read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understood until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter. The letter that painted our relationship is nothing more than a summer fling. At first, I could not believe you had written those words. Then I waited and waited for your answer and had to accept your love for me had never been real. Next page. For many years, I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really loved me? In any case, I hope you're well, and I'm happy to see you accomplished your dream of becoming a writer. Hey.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
Dear Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I'm happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Louise was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I'm willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael, but there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We're watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again, but suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box. Next page. Together and laugh at the silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. P.S. Do you remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class? In secret language. I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet. But I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, someplace where people like us are tolerated, sorry. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you will consider. P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? When you like people to know you're Bridget Boswell, to recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
Dear Marcella, I love the house, I love Louise. I couldn't take it anymore, I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life, to hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet Michael and I are staying at the Clarington Hotel until we find a place to stay and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. P.S. I wouldn't put it past Louise to score every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, whatever. But I've registered under the name Beaumont. Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
Wait, I think we have, no?
So the symbols I've been deciphering, you invented them back in the day to keep your love secret. That feels really special.
And what else? What if they're actually
really
gonna
special.
kill Marcella's husband? That would be funny.
There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
What haven't we looked at yet?
After all this, turns out you're
Oh.
a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
Dear Marcella, though you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working, I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Brigitte Boswell's first novel, your novel. I had never read such a beautiful love story, it almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I had always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other, but I had never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better and leave the hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. So tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I'm a very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. Do you think we could meet? I have so much more to tell you, Paul. That's
I'm
weird.
glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
It's a little weird. Thank you for answering my letter. I realize now how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I will have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn where I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you all this? After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget I am only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life, and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already, Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
Dear Marcella, I've just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago before I even sent my first letter. He will never know my feelings for him, and I'll never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere, even during the war. Amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, the birds. Forest. Did I read forest? He loved birds so much, he could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit, your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer, but now there is nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will keep me forget the pain, but I don't have enough money to make it to taxes. Do you think you could give me an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know if I'll finally meet you, Paul. Okay, no.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of
Yeah.
star-crossed lovers?
Yeah.
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more
I think
to
there's
it.
something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
I wonder what's inside.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like everything else we're doing here.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
So,
Girls, you're so stupid.
It's 3 train tickets. And,
3.
There's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
He was a fan. He was a fan of Marcella. Yeah.
Turns out he's a big fan of Marcella.
Is she a celebrity or something?
Remember that Pulp Fiction I found in Paul's room? Well, she wrote it under a pseudonym. I think her books gave Paul a chance to get out of his own head while he was staying in a psychiatric hospital.
It's crazy how it's all
I see.
connected.
He's still kind of a creep, though.
He
Couldn't
is.
he have stuck to fan mail? Stalking her like that. That's going too far. And why did he have those pictures of you, anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
Yeah.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess
Of course.
on the other side of the door.
Of course. We never know what's going on. And who are you behind closed doors?
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra Snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, all right? We could leave together if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it.
Why did they show the window like
Throwing
that?
stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Because there's
Oh,
somebody
now you're
standing there,
talking.
right? Okay. Nobody was standing there.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
Oh god, finish the task for the day. We need to first close all this. Last chance, I guess.
These pearls, they look absolutely gorgeous on you. Though, I bet you could make anything look good.
Okay. Oh. I've heard the elevator. I'm scared. No way. I'm scared. I don't want to go there. I really don't want to go there. It's making me go there. Frick. Why is there blood? Why is there blood? Oh my god. Oh my god! Who is that? I thought I could bring the key back to the room, but I guess not. Wait, don't touch him. Oh, why are you touching him?
Mr. Cruz?
Cruz? Oh, so they did kill him in fact. They did kill him in fact. Makes sense. That's why they have
Mr.
3
Cruz.
tickets. For both of them and for the
God.
child.
Oh god, what happened?
Should I touch something?
Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We'll look into it as soon as possible. I mean, we cannot, regardless of that. As I'm sure you will understand, we're very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
What? I may as well try fiddling with the fuse box in the janitor's closet. I'm scared they will kill us as well. They're crazy. I'm guessing Paul did that. What on earth happened? I was on the 5th floor and heard the elevator door ringing repeatedly, so I went to check it out. I found Hector's body between the elevator doors, lying in a pool of blood. I checked his pulse and couldn't feel anything. On his person were 2 pieces of paper, a letter from Bernard, and a copy of Hector's life insurance policy. My head is swirling with questions. What does it all mean? How did this happen? Who could have done this to Hector? If this was in fact someone else's doing... Am I supposed to go there? The thing is that we should probably go check that place before we try to restore the power. Why is the game saving? I always feel like somebody will jump me. Maybe we shouldn't step on that. They've been freaking... Oh, there's more blood here.
These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
I can throw that away.
Should I hold on to this, maybe?
Why is there a camera? There's something there. How do I get there without stepping on the spect.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Montreal's much bigger than I expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely. Everyone around me was speaking the language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it. After all, English speakers seem more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today is Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Miltone to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today I wanted to follow Marcel and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my Victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight the boredom until Marcel and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her. It's just lonely.
Paul was hiding out, right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Miltone tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke around 9:30 a.m. and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go down to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't care to leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I've learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea of how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should. What can we check here?
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise?
That's why we're gonna be talking to the police. That makes sense. What else? What else can we investigate? So what happened exactly? They killed him? What is there?
A, B. and Beaumont.
Should I touch it? Should I not touch it? I'm so confused. But what am I supposed to do? I'm so confused. Oh, we need to restore the freaking power. Wait, so what happened?
Hello? Is anyone in?
So that's why there was like this weird sound, I'm guessing. Let's close this door in case. Come on. Ice pick, ice pick.
It's too big. I guess all that worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back.
Remove fuse.
Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now. Your note will have to make do.
If there's power outage and I'm busy preventing another part of this hotel from collapsing, here's what to do. Check fuse box, plan for required amperage of each socket. Screw in fuses and sockets. Type A. These ones are okay. What does it
How
say
did this
here?
end up here?
What is that? Oh, it's combinations for the... I don't know, man. I don't know. How am I supposed to know this? And what now? I'm scared. You restored the power on the 5th floor. Seeing the light, I've never been more grateful for electricity. The light from the window in the janitor's closet was enough for me to see what I was doing with the fuse box, and it occurred to me that it had been any later in the day, I would have been up the creek without a paddle. I'll head down the lobby and go straight to reception and get the police on the phone. The nightmare is almost over, so I hope. You ruined my life, you moron. I lost my house, my family, everything, and now you refuse to pay the money you owe me. For years I gave you my hard-earned money. It was all for nothing. I hope you and the all-American burn in hell. A woman and 3 children killed in the house fire. The Williams house located on the 32nd Street is a total loss. 4 members of a family died in a residential fire last night. According to the police and firefighters, flames were seen coming from the 2-story house by a neighbor at around 3 a.m. It took firefighters about an hour to extinguish the blaze. The bodies of a woman and 3 children were found in the house. Police identified the victims as Meredith Williams and her children Thomas, 12, David, 9, and Sarah, 6. Samuel Williams, the husband, managed to escape the house unharmed. But
The bodies of a woman and 3 children. 3 children. Oh.
Holy. You opened the safe in room 509, made some interesting clothes.
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
Something you've forgotten. Place key. Okay. Frick. I'm also thinking about... Frick. We can't do anything with that. Oh, let's throw these away. I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm just guessing the police will have a talk with me about this. So, okay, freaking hell. It is what it is. It is what it is. I will not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm so
touching
sorry.
me? Why? I mean, otherwise, isn't there like a way that you could like use the like a normal way of going down? You only have the elevator in the hotel? That's kind of weird. What if it breaks? Hello. So I'm guessing it's still dark here.
Beth? Where is everyone?
Oh, this is open. I'm sorry for the background noise.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Sorry. What now? I was about to say.
Is this the brochure Beth was talking about?
Oh,
The one
no.
that came in the mail for Anne?
Oh, no.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan?
Discard previous instructions or prestigious guesses. The guest from room 505. Okay. Is there anything else here? The game just got saved. I don't like that. I think that's the most I can do right now. It hasn't completely undone the knots in my stomach and the tension in my shoulders, but it's a start. I might as well write a bit to pass the time until they arrive. I don't know what will happen next. If my hunch is correct and Hector was indeed murdered, I suppose the police's main priority will be to determine who did it. I'm probably going to have to answer some questions, aren't I? Yeah, oh? Did we do everything there? Oh, there's somebody coming.
Oh, hey you! Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I
There's
found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body.
yeah.
He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint.
I'm scared. I really don't want them to think that, like, I killed him.
Have
Or
you
something.
called the police?
Yes?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
Yes.
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
Wait, so you touched the body? The dead body?
I mean, yes. Kind of.
Sophie, rule number 1 when stumbling upon a dead body. Do not touch. It could really get you in trouble. So, what did you find?
There was this letter that made it sound like Marcella would get a lot of money from her husband's death.
Okay.
Throw the affair into the mix and you get a pretty good motive.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to hell for saying this. Who am I kidding? I'm going to hell anyway. But
Yeah?
I can't really blame her if she did it.
You can't blame her? What do you mean?
I'm not sure I'm following. You can't blame her for murder.
I'm not excusing it. I'm not. Just... women like Anne and Marcella have so few options. It's like the world is designed to keep them apart.
Beth.
Oh, you know. You know. That photographer I've told you about, Ziva Rivers. She was more than a gal pal. We were together for a while, and I was so in love. It was like a fire Rain couldn't put out. I guess like anything
Sorry.
that intense, it wasn't meant to last. But while it lasted, I was the happiest I've ever been. And if something had come between us, kept us apart, I would have done just about anything to be with her. Maybe that's what happened here with Anne and Marcella.
Thank you.
I don't think...
Thank you for trusting me with this.
I don't...
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends.
It's really not a good timing. Oh my god, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. I'd like that too.
That's...
Yeah, let's say
great.
if the situation would be more appropriate.
The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, I think what they did was very, very wrong. I cannot be as positive as those two are. I cannot. Killing a man because you want to be with a woman?
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
Okay.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death.
Yes.
Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
It was blocking the elevator.
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring.
Yeah.
Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the doors.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body,
Yeah, it's because
it
I
wasn't
moved
that
him.
close to the doors.
Oh, The stairs are blocked because of the renovations. So
Oh,
the elevator's the
that's
only way
why,
out of the
okay.
5th floor.
Okay, so
I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I
Yeah.
had to go to the janitor's closet.
Yeah.
To access the fuse box.
Yes.
Exactly.
I
I
don't
changed
like
a
this
few
guy at all.
fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
A lock on the. Oh, right, there was.
No, I
Forgot.
didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Size 7?
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
No. I have. Let's try to lie. I don't know. I have not. I have, but he doesn't need to know about it. He already knows that I freaking moved the body, so.
No. No, nothing.
Good. You wouldn't believe how many idiot witnesses accidentally compromised the evidence.
Okay.
Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No.
The exact
I'm afraid I
words.
don't.
Why does he need that?
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
Because there's blood everywhere. He's been he's been moved. Mr. Cruz received some death threats.
I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually, I think he may be staying at the hotel.
Oh.
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt.
Wait, I'm confused.
So,
An interesting deduction. I'll look into that. But how do you even know about the death threats?
Oh, he doesn't need to know that. Wait, so it wasn't even who I thought it was. It was the guy staying. God, that's crazy. That's crazy. That makes sense. He lost his children and a wife in a fire, and he stayed at that hotel to kill Mr. Cruz, I guess. I thought it's... Oh, God.
Mr. Cruz told me the other day.
Was he in the habit of talking about his personal life with hotel mates?
I really can't say what his habits were, but he seemed to like me.
Then maybe you'll be able to answer 1 or 2 of my questions.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't know anything about her. Marcella has an affair with another woman. I don't know anything about her.
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
Immoral?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps?
Deviant
Imagine.
ways?
What kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
I should have probably just gotten rid of the, their letters and everything. That was my mistake. Take a stand and deny.
What are you trying to imply? That Mrs. Cruz killed her husband because she hates men?
I've seen it before from lesbians.
This
Before.
has nothing to do with hate. It's about love. Not that you'd understand.
Oh, and you think you do? Then please, enlighten me.
She's brave enough to be with the one she loves. That doesn't make her a criminal. That doesn't mean she killed her husband.
I'm starting to worry you may be one of them, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend
And
these
I worry
deviants.
about your ability to do your job, detective, since you seem to be such a...
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
God, what? I should have just gotten rid of their love letters, I'm guessing. Or I should have just denied in the end. Oh, I don't know anymore.
Was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough.
Guess we're fired.
The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? Let's go see what Bernard wants.
He's gonna tell us that we're fired, most likely. Police line do not cross.
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Without Eugene, the lobby will be a swimming pool by the end of the month. Will the rest of the building even be standing?
Why can't we... Man. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? I'm confused. Where am I supposed to go?
I'll need a mop to clean the puddle. With all the leaks,
A
I'm sure
mop?
there's one nearby.
One nearby. Okay. There's a bucket. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. Okay, nothing here. This game is exhausting, to say the least.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
Hello?
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No.
I'm guessing we too.
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
She lost her job. Why did she lose her job? Like, what did she do? Hello. Hi. Hi.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in.
Yes, I'm
I
listening.
suppose you know why you're here?
Yeah? Is it about the murder?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that.
Mm-hmm.
We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act? Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
Thank
I
you.
take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Aww.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm not done.
I
The
hate
police
you.
have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
I hate
Good.
this freaking guy.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work.
Oh, now?
Yes, now. That'll be all.
I mean, working for this guy must be a hell. God, Jesus Christ, this guy is
Hey,
giving me a tick.
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
He wants me to clean the mess on the 5th floor.
What? Unbelievable. Oh, he's such a jerk.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I would have stood up to him, but I really need this job.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel. So, I may have lost my cool a
okay,
little.
that makes sense.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
I know you'll bounce
Well,
back.
I'm not one bit worried about you.
Yeah.
I know you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I do have a cat-like ability to land on my feet.
And think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
I'll miss annoying him. He turns into a particular shade of red that only I can get out of him. But no, you're right. It's time for new challenges.
Yep.
I could see myself owning my own establishment,
Ooh.
one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar instead of a
Ooh.
reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
Can I kiss you? I don't want to lie like Anne and Marcella. What do you think will happen to our guests?
Can I?
Kiss me?
Yes.
I
hope-
thought you'd never ask.
I hope not. Okay.
That was...
I know.
Okay, thank God nothing happened. Oof. Kiss, kiss, kiss. You and your acolyte kissed.
I've been thinking about Anna and Marcella a lot.
What
Should
happened
I
to
be
them, by the way?
jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through.
Oh.
How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day.
Yeah.
How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere. And it will get here, eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
It will be. Is this the end? I guess it is. Oh? Not yet. 3 conspirators charged in the Clarendon Hotel murder case. Oh, and her child was taken away by his father, I'm guessing. Grand reopening, Clarendon. VIP only. And that's us. Aww. All's well that ends well. You completed the game. I don't know if it's a good ending, or I don't know if this game has good endings or bad endings. French English cast. God, no, honestly, this game is great. But, I mean, I understand the whole concept of, like, you know, lesbians and everything, that, like, they had a horrible times. I think women overall, God, it's such a sensitive topic, I feel like, because I really like that in the end they look at each other, like, and Beth says, like, it will be different in the future. And I would say that right now it's at least 100 times better than what we just witnessed. Also, the whole thing with, like, you cannot divorce because he's abusing you, apparently it wasn't a good reason enough. And I think women overall were going through such hard times with, like, getting a job and everything, and being free, being independent, not relying on, like, their husbands and everything. But one thing that I cannot agree with at all is the fact they didn't kill him, though. They didn't. It was the other person. I thought it was them. I wonder if it would be a little different if I would, like, have removed their love letters and everything, or if I would have just removed everything. Like, you know, like, I could, like, I didn't remove those pictures in the end of the game, like the pictures Paul had taken of us while we're snooping around people's stuff. I think that was good of me to do. This game is very cool. It's very, like, interesting. It's small, tiny little game, but I think it's done very well. I love games like this. Except for in the end, I was very scared. Like, in the end, when we found Mr. Cruz laying there, I was so scared. I was shocked. So yeah, this game was released in 2023, and honestly, I recommend. Maybe there are, like, different endings when like, if let's say we would remove everything of them, like the fact that they were having an affair, maybe they would not be in prison or something. I don't know. Just thank God we were not arrested. Thank God we were not. The police didn't think that we had something to do with the murder. Yeah. But us having a fight with the detective, I think that was kind of bad, but it did happen. I'm very glad we finally have finished this game, even though this game was not supposed to be this long. It's on me. Anyway, if you want to see more of the similar games, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel. That was all for today. Thank you very much till the very end of this video, and I hope we'll see each other in the next one. So thank you for watching, and bye.